91 strength. So that is my first level up apart from level 90 in the 90s. If this was rune crafting, it'd be pretty much payday, but it's strength. But it's still nice to get 91 nonetheless. The Slayer tasks I've been getting as of late have been pretty boring. A lot of gargoyles, a lot of spiritual warriors. The spiritual warriors aren't really dropping me much, which isn't the greatest. The current task I'm on is 180, and it's just absolutely brutal when all I'm getting is like adamant full helms and battle axes and mithril plate legs and stuff that I just can't be bothered picking up for the most part. I know it's probably more efficient or whatever for me to be picking up like maces and just elking them, but like if it doesn't immediately just grab my attention, I'm probably not even going to pick it up. A lot of Ironmen, probably a little bit more frugal than myself. I kind of let a lot of things slide by as if they didn't matter. When the reality is, I should really be picking up these things. It's just, I don't know, man. I've seen too many iron mithril items on the ground for me to continue to care about them. So I don't think I'm gonna actually loot them like for the rest of time for the most part, unless maybe it's like a plate body. But I have no idea if anything in this game even drops mithril plate bodies to begin with. So yeah, anything like a mace or like a plate legs, for the most part, I don't think I'm even going to touch the stuff. So yeah, anyway, that was a bit of a side ramble, but 91 strength is pretty good. The only problem is, like, I'm not even halfway to 99 experience-wise. I'll need to get 92, and I think 92 is like literally halfway on the dot. Pretty much very, very close by to halfway. With these tasks in particular, it might be not as obvious because, oh, that's nice. I should be recording more often and get my drops whilst you guys are with me, but I'm generally not tanking hits. I'm normally focusing on warriors that are being occupied elsewhere, and if they're not being occupied, I do things like walking through them, so they do occupy themselves in combat. I'll generally like hit them once, make sure I get some damage done, and then just rotate around the place to get the task done as quick as possible. Because as I said before, this spiritual warriors task is really getting on my nerves. And what I might do, I might actually check something. I'm pretty sure out of all the monsters I've killed thus far, spiritual warriors have got to be up there, because yeah, 1500, I cannot see a number eclipsing that by any standard. So yeah, this task is extremely common for me. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. It possibly is if you need money, but as I said before, I just can't be bothered with half the drops that come from this place. But the Slayer grind will continue, 94k until the level 78, and then from there it should be smooth sailing to 80. But with that said and done, like, it's still going to take a long time, but I better get back into it, as I always do at the end of each clip. But anyway, guys, I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so this is my first granite mole drop. This took a while. I'm going to check my log. I've killed one more gargoyle after this drop, so this is kind of for my own kind of interest to see how long this actually took. I do believe the drop rate for this thing is like a 1 in... I'm actually going to check, because I'm cheeky like that. 1 in 256, so let's see how we compared to that. If we can find the gargoyles, 367 it took me to get this bad boy. I'm not going to be using it much, it's more just the novelty of it. And I was starting to go insane. I was seeing my rock hammer in my inventory and almost freaking out that I thought I'd got a granite maul. So it was getting to the point where it was about time. I've got about 5 or 6 rune full helms and about the same amount of Addy boots as well, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, I got my first granite maul now. I guess all that's left to get from these guys would be the Mystic Robe Top, which I didn't even realize they dropped until I checked the drop table. But if I get one of those, I mean, it'd be kind of sweet. I'll have finally a Mystic Top that I can wear, and that'll be sweet for whenever I need to use magic. I don't think I'll be ever using like a rims or anything like that, so the Mystic Robe Top will actually be quite nice, which... yeah, and I like the black one. It looks quite awesome, considering that I have the black bottom as well to combine with that. So, yeah, I'm going to keep slaying for now. What I actually think I will do is unlock the ability to not have to use the rock hammer, because I'm getting these tasks quite a lot. And I think the biggest issue I have with them is the fact that I have to click the rock hammer every time I have to kill one. So I think if I unlock the ability to just auto do it every time, it'll actually be beneficial in the long run. Obviously, the earlier on I do it, the least amount of things I have to do manually, so I might as well get it as soon as possible. So as soon as this task is complete, what I might do is actually show you guys my current point status in the Slayer tab and spend some on rewards, because I've been hoarding them. I haven't blocked any tasks as of yet. I've actually been trying to do research. By the way, don't leave any comments. Actually, can. I just need to know at the moment the best tasks to block with Neve, but I'm sure by the time this video is published, considering that I have not released episode 1 as of yet, I'm pretty sure I've got it down pat for now. But if you guys want to know the answer to that question, maybe somebody's put it in the comments. I have no idea. I don't even know if I'm going to release this series as a whole, so I'm probably getting a bit ahead of myself. But for the most part, gargoyles aren't too bad. I don't mind them for the most part. I do take quite a bit of damage, but they're not too bad for experience. They're quite annoying to get to, but I'm sure once I fix this rock hammer thing, manually clicking it every time, I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy this task a hell of a lot more. A lot more than maybe spiritual warriors, for example. Despite their good money making, I just find them tedious. Yeah, I'm going to keep slaying for now, and I'll get back to you guys when I'm about to spend some points. So I've been thinking about what tasks and what benefits I can buy from this place, and apart from the obvious of getting a ring bling, 300 points to learn how to craft Slayer rings, 100%, that's always going to be done. So now that that's out of the way, I've got 1100 points in which I can block, I can buy random stuff. I'm actually going to buy one of these. I don't know if that's going to be a thing that I do often, but I'm definitely going to give one a go. I might as well, and if I find that this is benefiting me in the large run, I might keep buying them until I can make them myself. Obviously, I want to get 80 as fast as possible, so crafting isn't exactly on the plate right now. It will be in the future though, so that's why this is like a temporary solution. However, I'm going to spend the 120 points to automatically smack down those gargoyles, no questions asked. When it comes down to these rock slugs, desert lizards, and shrooms, these three things, I don't even know if Neve assigns them. So if I run into that problem, I'll definitely consider it in the future. But the thing is, I haven't run into it yet, so I don't see it happening anytime soon. But now that we've got those knocked out of the way, I'm not sure exactly what's left. Dark Beasts aren't much use to me until 90 Slayer. Suquas I can't even get assigned because I haven't done Lunas. And when it comes to Metal Dragons, I'm going to be blocking them, I think. I'm pretty sure Metallic Dragons are probably the task that I'm going to dislike the most, so I'm not even going to get them assigned. If I want to camp them for any terms of loot, I'm going to be using Void Range, so the Slayer Helm doesn't really affect me too much then. Obviously, if I get it imbued, I might, change my mind in the future. So, but for the now, for the time being, I don't see that happening. Ankus, I'm down to get an extra amount of those. They're a pretty good experience, and if I get the Salvo Amulet, I might be able to actually stack that with the Slayer Helm. I'm not too sure, so I'm not going to lock that one in, Eddie. We'll wait and see how that favors us. Yeah, Black Dragons, I don't even think I've ever been assigned this in my life. Abbey Demons, I mean, I can unlock that at any point. I'll do it once I get them assigned at some point. And the same thing with Spiritual Mages. I don't think I will be needing those. The only ones I really need to decide right now are the Greater and the Black Demon tasks. I feel like the Black Demon tasks are already extremely long for my level, but the Greater Demons, I really do enjoy killing them. A great experience, and I think that's going to be worth getting. The Black Demon one, prayer flicking them 100% is difficult on its own right, so if I'm extending that task, I kind of just make it harder for myself when it's already extremely long. So now it is time for another task. Now that we've spent a bunch of points, 68 elves it is. I'm not a fan of elves, to be honest. I could skip them, but I feel like it's a bit of a waste. They're not too hard, and 68 isn't going to be, extremely extremely tedious. I can get it done quick. The hardest part about the elf task is actually just getting to the place, as opposed to taking them out. So with that in mind, I might get stuck in with Slayer task. I've been going at it hard all day. You can probably tell. Commentary sounds a bit drowsy. I don't know. Maybe if I'm covering it up all right, you can let me know. But I'm absolutely, I'm worn out at this point. In the day that I'm recording this, I've gotten over 1.1 million strength experience. So just to give you a bit of just an insight of what's going through my brain right now, it's not much. It's pretty much mush, and slurring words is pretty much the priority at this point. So I'm going to get stuck into this elf task and distract myself from getting tired any further. I want rank 1, baby, and I'm going to get it. So, yep, onto Slayer, onto the whip grind. It never ends, it feels like. Oh, well. So what's just happened there is that I've missed yet another level up. And the reason why I want to consider this noteworthy is that I'm pretty sure in the last one, when I got my strength to 91, I actually got my combat level to 96. I don't know if I acknowledge that, but I'll do it right now. So 96 combat plus HP level has been achieved. I'm still on the Slayer grind from the same day. I don't know, it's going to be a bit foreign listening back to this, to be honest, because if I document this one day at a time, it's a bit strange, but pretty much today has been a 300k plus Slayer day. Not looking to recreate that in the future, but I don't know, maybe once a year or something I'll do a ridiculous day like this, and I don't know, for a lot of people it isn't much, but for me, 300k Slayer on an Ironman at this stage for my account is it's pretty beefy, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm glad it's at this stage that's, pre-80. But speaking of which, I am 12k off 78, so I guess I'll see you guys when that becomes a reality. I don't particularly like elves, but they're not too bad when they give me a Slayer level, and sitting at 78 now is a pretty good way to go. So this whole day, in terms of experience gained, I think I've gained around 320,000 Slayer experience in the day, which is something I'm not looking to repeat, but I'm at that point where I'm so close to the whip, and I just really want to drive it in home as quick as I possibly can. So after that, I went and did a cave horror task. As you can probably tell, I forgot my fucking Witchwood icon, so that was always good. I had no really way to teleport out because my glory amulet was completely uncharged, and that wasn't the greatest thing to encounter. So I went and re-geared and finished him off, and then moved on to a Hellhounds task. I had a little friend with me this time around, had some competition attacking these little four-legged hot dogs. But 92 strength was something I got along the way there, and I think at this rate, all I need now is one more strength level, and I think at 93 strength it'll be work out to be 80 Slayer. I don't know why that's so difficult to kind of say anyway, but I went and blocked Spiritual Warriors. I've gone there quite often, and I've done a few clips showing how many kills I've gotten exactly, and I just don't deem them to be worth it at this point anymore. The elk drops are nice. A Slayer level at Kurasks is even better, but I think they're a worthwhile block. I don't exactly know the most optimal blocking things to do, but I kind of just go off personal preference, and if the task annoys me, I'll get it blocked. But after about 1 billion fucking Kurask and Turoth combined, I managed to pick myself up a leaf-bladed sword, and as you can tell, I was pretty damn happy when I picked this thing off the ground. I've probably killed it in the area of around 1,000 of total between the two, so getting that sword was a really nice thing to get. I came across this guy in Guthans, and even though I can't pick up his stuff, nobody can because of their death timers, but I kind of, there's some part of me that's not the greatest, but in that situation, I kind of wanted him to die. He didn't end up dying, but I got 93 strength, so it was a happy ending regardless. I mean, I'd take the strength level over the guy dying in Guthans, but as I said before, 93 strength is going to be the strength level that I get 80 Slayer from. And upon completing another task, additionally after completing that Hellhounds task, that was my 150th task done in a row, so I got a bunch of extra points, which is awesome. So I think I got myself a Black Mystic robe top, which is something I'm not realistically going to use too much, but I guess it was kind of like a noteworthy drop. I don't have too many of those lying around, so it was good to see it on the ground. But now that I'm so close to 80 Slayer, I'm kind of just going
completely spastic with my points. Everything in terms of point preservation goes out the fucking window when I want to get this level quick as I can. And after skipping a few tasks, I picked myself up a Blood Veil task, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. High experience, low defense, and just the ability to get experience as quick as possible without possibly dying at all. So with around 8,000 experience left until the big 8-0, you can imagine it's not going to take too much time when all I've got left to do is kill a few Blood Veils. So after killing said last Blood Veil, we finally did it. 80 Slayers now achieved. At the time that I did this, I was the first official Ironman to have this done. But since then, a few thousand have completed the feat. So at the time, very happy to get that done. But all that is left to do now is get myself some spicy stews, hope for the best, and cross my fingers that I can get a +5 boost. But we'll leave that until the next episode. Sorry that this video has taken so long to get out. I've been sick over the last few days. Hopefully this commentary is even understandable. I have no idea. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you in the next episode.